Hey, this is Jeremy from the New Home Buyer's Guide, your guide to buying a house from step 1 all the way through step 9 from beginning to end. I'm sitting here with Deb Tomaro. She is a Bloomington realtor and a live show host herself.
That's right.
She's got a online show, kind of a podcast type of situation, right? You want to talk just a little bit about where they can find that?
Sure. I'm the host of Real Estate Today. We talk about all things real estate from buyers to sellers, hoping to educate and help people be smart in their home ownership quest. And we are on voiceamerica.com. You can just go to Voice America and search my name, Deb Tomaro, Tomaro. And I'm also on iTunes, so you can download. We've got about 53 shows there, so tons and tons of hours of, we always joke you can drive to LA and back from Indiana and listen to my show the whole way, and there'll still be plenty to go. So.
Awesome. So I'm super excited to talk with you about a lot of topics today, but topic number 1, we kind of jumped into it when we started sitting down for this conversation, and it was really about why it's so important to be pre-approved for a mortgage before you start going out and looking at homes. And can you explain a little bit about why that is?
Yeah, there's an ad out on TV right now that is for a mortgage company that I would never recommend anyone use, but it absolutely epitomizes what's going on in the market. It's a seller's market. Homes, especially in first-time home buyer price ranges, are selling really, really fast. The ad on TV shows a couple walking out of an open house, and they're kind of dreaming about this home. It's their dream home. And then another couple walks in, and the voiceover says that other couple walking in is going to have an accepted offer before you can even get pre-qualified. Sellers in today's market won't even look at an offer without a pre-qualification letter. So it's kind of pointless to even go out and look at homes.
Oh, okay.
You're just not going to get the time of day. For example, I was mentioning I put a house on the market yesterday and we had 2 offers within 3 hours. Well, they both had pre-qualifications with them, but if they had not, then the one without the pre-qualification wouldn't have even gotten consideration.
So if I'm a seller and a seller's realtor and I see 3 offers on a house and one of those offers doesn't have pre-approval for the mortgage yet, I'm kind of immediately going to let that one go off the table.
Completely
right?
discount it, because our goal is to, from the seller's perspective, is to get a deal to closing. And having that pre-qualification letter in place is huge for that. And also make sure that you're looking at homes in the right price range. As a realtor, I'm reluctant, and it's not, I have this internal issue I think I need a little therapy on, because I always think, they're going to think I'm lazy, or they're going to think that I'm just don't want to, quote unquote, waste my time, which isn't the case. I want all of my clients to always have a really smooth buying experience. And without going through the pre-qualification process, I may show you homes that you can't qualify for. And all of a sudden we have to chunk your price range down 50 grand or more. That's really disappointing. And it's just not going to be a smooth process and the kind of process I want my clients to go through.
So when a buyer goes to a realtor and says, I want to go start looking at houses, I've seen a couple, will you take them to me? And that realtor says, are you pre-approved yet? If the answer is no, and then the realtor turns you around and says, hey, that's step 1. You really need to go do that first. That's not the realtor trying to get out of doing work or, not giving you the attention that you deserve. That's simply the realtor knowing that that's a piece of the puzzle that has to happen first, right?
Right. We are your spirit guide in this process, and that is part of the path, young grasshopper. But, the other thing I think that trips people up is they feel like pre-qualification is a cumbersome process, that they're going to have to take a day off of work and meet with a lender and do all of that. And most of the time it can be done online now. When I send people to my preferred lenders, I say, just send them an email and say, Deb sent me, what do I do? And the lender's going to send a link where you can just fill out all of your information electronically. Most of the lenders I work with prefer to meet with people in person, but it's not necessary. And so it really can be done in a day or so. It's not a 2-3 week process. And certainly there are also a lot of pushbacks from people thinking it's going to damage their credit score to have their credit pulled by a lender. And our typical take on that is it may impact your credit score by a couple of points. And if you're that close, then maybe you need to build your credit up a little bit more. If 2 points is going to knock you out from buying a house, maybe it's not quite the right time to buy.
And no matter what, having that pre-approval is something you're going to have to do either way. So whether it hits your credit, getting approved for a mortgage does have an effect on your credit. It's a part of the process. Yeah. But, it doesn't make any sense to go to step 2 looking at houses before you have that taken care of, even if it does have the effects it does.
Yeah, just do it.
Okay. So do step 1 before you go to step 2, right?
Yep.
All right, Deb. So I think you already said at the beginning here, but why don't you say it again? Where can we find you if we want to reach out and find you?
VoiceAmerica.com. My website is realrealestatetoday.com. See, that's today, tomorrow, because my last name is Tomorrow. I thought it was pretty clever when I came up with that.
That's a good one.
And then and you can listen to the show from there as well. And then you can also download on iTunes. We do broadcast live Tuesdays at 3 o'clock Eastern on VoiceAmerica.com, but you can listen to all of our shows archived.
Cool. Well, thank you so much for taking a moment to talk with us.
Thanks for having me.
If you enjoyed this video and you feel like you want to learn more about the new home buying process, we've got the perfect resource for you. The New Home Buyer's Guide is a 9-step course that walks you through the entire home buying process. We'll talk credit, realtors, finding your home, and so much more. The course includes a workbook to organize the process and a closed Facebook group to see how other buyers are dealing with the same bumps, the same bruises, and the same celebrations that you are. Check it out at newhomebuyersguide.net. And finally, there are 2 things you need to do right now. The first is to subscribe to our channel. We love to put out great information about home buying, insurance, and other financial stuff. The second, if you feel like great things are happening at this channel, please do share on your social networks. Good information is only great when it's shared. Until the next time, have a wonderful day.